So the SHAVYFX Hub, USDJPY. So we'd like to look at it very quickly, as fast as possible, and to tell you that UJ has come to supply roof, and most likely might trigger sell from the structure. And remember, the market is moving from Sydney to Tokyo session. So most likely that UJ might be seeing some sell from where it is now. Yes, the price action is very strong on the roof, but we have an ascending trend line. That ascending trend line is serving as a demand and supply trend line. Price hasn't gotten to the supply roof of that trend line because it's the current impulse leg. So if you might be patient, that is fine. But if you are not patient, you can take a sell. But if you take a sell now, price might still pull you. Price might pull you up. If you take a sell now, there's a very high probability that price will still pull you up. So it is better that you apply patience. You apply patience. Patience is key and critical. Patience is key and critical. But at the moment, price is at the roof. The strategy is to approach the market from demand and supply perspective. We wait for price to get to the supply roof and take a sell, and wait for price to return to demand floor to take a buy. This is supply roof. So this strategy actually combines supply and demand with break of structure. And for every time we want to see break of a previous high and break of a previous low. So it's technical in the sense that it approaches market from a break of structure perspective. So even if we are buying from a supply roof, the question is the next supply point or level, is it a break of the previous supply? If it's greater than the previous supply, then it makes sense. But if it's not, there is a problem. So demand floor. So we have here a demand floor structure. This is a demand floor, a return to demand floor, another return to demand floor, breakout from demand floor, and the price return on supply roof. Supply roof retest one, and ladies and gentlemen, we need to be patient. But if you cannot be patient, you can enter a sell for UJ based on the structure of the market. We have series of supply at the touch. We have series of supply. But when you look at it again, price broke out from double support structure, giving us a double confluence. When confluence is double, it makes a whole lot of sense and holds a very strong bias, and at the same time signals the strength and the impulse at which the price is coming with. So at the moment, you can look at it. We have here supply roof or a resistance structure. Price played down, broke out from the structure, came down on retest, retest one, retest two, and price may be going up. So it is important to be patient. Be patient with life. Everything will be okay if you are patient. No matter how bad it is today, it will be okay if you are patient. You see price return here, and here we have a double confluence, another ascending trend line, ETL. So we're having more confluence attesting to buy, an ascending trend line, head price, a descending trend line, head price. So you can see it. Let me change the color to black. So you can see that black ascending trend line, head price firmly It coincide with this. So we have a descending short-term trend, descending trend line and ascending trend line holding price for a buy. But here at the roof, price is building up in a channel, building up a resistance structure. Supply roof one, supply roof two, three, four. And this is the fifth one. Most likely, price might tap into it, break it, then come to this ascending trend line. I will change the color to purple. You can see support. This is support structure. Price went up, came down, return, resistance structure. So for us to get our trend line, we need 2 points, two lows, two high. It can be a low and a high. It's not necessarily mean low, low. You can connect a low and a high and see what trend is given. So you can see here how the structure moved, and the three of them have given us an ascending trend line in a very funny way. This is an orthodox way to draw a trend line. In the past, they will tell you to just draw it and go like this. You will miss out. You understand? Trend line has to do with, it's not a must, it must be on demand or on supply, but it's to trace the structure of the market, where this demand switch to supply, where the supply switch to demand. So a particular trend line can switch demand and supply. So you see here now is demand. It continued to play demand and broke the structure and return it as supply. So it becomes a supply roof. So on that supply roof, you see price when came back, broke it, formed a double bottom. This is a double bottom structure, a bullish price action, and came back and retested it. Let us assume, let's just call this a neckline because this is the point. This is the supply point. Price return here on retest, return again on retest again. So it's playing on demand, here again on demand, here again, but broke out from the structure and is playing resistance. Now, the former supply roof, the former demand floor is now a supply roof. So we have here now a supply. When he tested it, the purple line, it rejected, tested, it rejected, tested, it rejected. So it's most likely price might go up to complete the leg in a normal fashion of pulling out of a liquidity trap. This is possible. That price might break out from here and break back and return. And if price returns this way, then it's going to test here and drop again. If he ever makes mistake to leave this line, this black line, if he comes here and leaves here, forget about it. Remember, the Bank of Japan will be doing some currency twerk. So if Bank of Japan twerks their currency unexpectedly, normally you should have a very strong price action, a very strong price action accompanying it. So this is what might likely happen. Or however, price might, since this is already building up a liquidity in an ascending rectangular channel. This is a rectangular channel. The supply roof, demand floor, supply roof, demand floor, supply roof, demand floor, supply roof, demand floor. So price can break out from here and ultimately retest the roof. That is a broken supply roof to turn it to a demand floor for uptick. So if that happens and they're able to break the purple line, it's a further insertion of uptick. So two case scenario are going to play. So the most important thing is that price now is a supply roof, and a supply roof leaving you with the possibility for a sell. But however, the impulse leg here shows that there is presence of buy momentum, which could technically, on technical, pull price away from here. So if that happens, then we are going to clone our supply demand ascending trend line to see where this rally will ultimately come to an end. This is where it will come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. This is a strategy that has been back tested and has never failed. We predicted gold sell and buy 22 hours ago by open of Sydney market. Lo and behold, price came out 2,741.17, exactly at the point, 200 pip up, 200 pip down, using the same strategy. But for this, I'm not going to say where the market will react, but for sure I know where the market will react, but I will not say it. So let's leave it for here. So if you can replicate the structure, then for yourself decide where you think market is going to react. But if market pulls away from here, then it returns to a demand floor. This is a demand floor. You can see here Price have bought here, this is a demand floor. So if price returns here, it becomes a demand, then further pull up. So you see UJ further uptick at this level. So here is going to be your 4 hours or 3 hours supply roof. Remember, you sell from the roof and buy from the floor. So that is the strategy. So the most important thing is if you are buying from the roof, if you are buying from the floor or you're selling from the roof, is it on break of structure? Is it a break of the previous high? Is it a break of the previous low? So these are things that must be put in place so that your buyers will be guided accurately. So for UJ, I want price to return to the upper level supply roof. This is an upper level supply roof, and I know on technical price will return here. So if we breaks out from this line, let me change it to let's change the color to something more interesting, blue. If we break out from blue, this blue ascending trend line, then ultimately we are setting ourselves up to touch the top layer supply roof, which was a previous resistance here. So if you look the angle of trade, the angle of trade is the same. We will one day talk about angle of trade and how that affects your trade directional bias. What has angle of trade has to do with trend angle and how to replicate it and get the same price action based on technical. So this is what I expect at the moment that the United States dollar against Japanese yen will might there is a possibility that price will break out from here. There's a very high possibility. Yeah, there's a very high possibility. So if price breaks out from here, then you wait here at let us say we're expecting this price action to happen tomorrow, or let's say within the week. We're expecting price to continue to pull up based on technical. If price continue to pull up based on technical, then we are going to wait for sell at, let us say you're expecting that to happen Tuesday. You expect a sell at 153.456 for a sell, USDJPY sell. So this is another free uh, sell idea for UJ, sell USDJPY at 153.456. Yes, market will react there whether you like it or not. Okay, it is based on the structure of the market. So market is going to come and react there. If it breaks out from here, it returns to the demand floor. A broken supply roof will become a demand floor. And we're already on impulse leg. So if you look here, when price return on impulse, they start consolidating on a bullish ascending channel. On the bullish ascending channel, we'll have a supply roof and a demand floor. Price has been playing along it. So if we have a breakout here, the roof is going to be a retest. So what will it be? A retest of a broken supply roof. It becomes a demand floor for uptick. So if we break to the downside, that will be fine, but expect price to put the liquidity or the demand floor liquidity and turn it to supply roof. So if it breaks out from here, the demand floor will become a supply roof. It is based on technical. So this is what you should expect if this happens. So if it breaks out from the demand floor, it turns it to a supply roof for downward spiral. So this is UJ for you. Let's see how it plays. They are all for reference. They are all for learning purpose. So if it doesn't work, it's on you. If it works, it's on you.